Welcome. This should be called Before I Go to Bed. Before I go to sleep. That's what the name of this video should be called. Before I lay down and go to sleep. Um, yeah, it's a lot of people with questions about a lot of different subjects and topics as to why certain things are happening or transpiring. And people won't let things go. You're starting to see that a lot nowadays. Like people just don't know how to let things go. It's like, what's the problem here? Why won't people allow things to go the course that they're going? Allow it to be gone, allow it to be over with. But for some weird reason, people are attached to things at the hip. They don't want to see things change. They want to remain in this bubble of this is where things need to go, and we can't move on from one subject to the next. So the Will Smith subject, even though the Oscars was over a week ago, everybody is still stuck in the mode of the Oscars. I've never seen an Oscars in the history of mankind go on as long as this thing has went out. It is really shocking that we're still talking about it. I thought it would be long gone by now. But now, I mean, they talked about this on sports shows. This was on ESPN. I'm like, the Oscars is being talked about on ESPN. Like, no one really thought it would have never crossed their mind that this wasn't the thing to do on ESPN. That never crossed people's minds that this is wrong. Oh well, it's gonna get there. It's gonna get there. But Willow, the daughter of Will and Jada, decided that she wanted to come out and speak on behalf of all the people. She wanted to speak and leave cryptic messages. So cryptic that other people be like, what the hell is she even talking about? And she did it at like 3 in the morning. Yeah, well, she knew that at that point in time, a lot of people weren't gonna be awake. So if you know a lot of people isn't going to be awake, you can get away with certain things that you choose to want to do. Now, she's a young girl. A lot of people don't even know she just turned 21. And when you just turn 21, you know, you feel like you got all the answers and you really don't know anything about life. And she's already the co-host of her mom and grandmother's show called the Red Table Talk. Hit the like button. Now, here's the thing. Willow said the meaning of first she said life is a series of reactions. Then she goes, the meaning of life is found in challenge. She's trying to put out these cryptic messages, knowing that they're going to get picked up, knowing that, okay, this is going to reunite the fire to keep people talking about it even more. They want to keep this talking about because they're going to try to ease this damn thing on down to the red table. It's like everybody else is eating off this. We got to get our plate. Come on, let's get that red table talk. Let's go. Get that red table down here. And that's where the problems are leading to. Oh no, because see, she knows that when she says something, it's gonna get picked up by all the national news, TV, anything. If Pickett says anything, or Jade Pickett Smith, any one of them say anything in height of this, do you see Trey saying anything? You don't see Trey Smith saying anything. Trey ain't saying a word, but Willow wants to speak. Out of all his children, she's the one most like him. She looks like him. She's just like him. Daddy's girl. Now, here's the problem with what she just said. Because I want it to be known so people wouldn't think it's some type of weird joke or anything that's going on here. Um, she's very misguided. Well, a lot of people are going to talk about that, but see, the problem with this scenario is the problem I had with the red table talks. They were doing this for 2 years or 3 years or some. She's like a 16, 17-year-old girl on a panel with her grandmother and mom, and they're talking to other people, other women who are grown and been married for 16 years, 20 years, and you're giving them advice. You're a 16, 17-year-old kid. It's like, go play with some crayons or something. What you gonna tell them about life? You need to be shutting the hell up. See, this is the problem right here. Kids speaking in grown folks' situation. As soon, and I do mean as soon as I would have heard any inkling of what's going on with Jada Pinkett and her daughter and all that, all of a sudden, do you know what would have happened? If she'd have got raised in our house, Willow Smith would have been knocked out. Soon as she got into grown folks' business, it been just like doggone Bernie Mac said. Big Mama be in there talking. Yeah, I'm forgetting some collard greens and no, you didn't, Big Mama. Now, like I said, I had some collard greens, I had some ham hock. I'm telling you, it's just like that. A child stays in a child's place. And this goes on the parenting. Right. You don't, childs are not supposed to get into grown folks' conversations. Why? Because they don't understand them. They think they do because they read books. It's like you don't know what the hell going on. They be sitting on that red table talk ready to smack her. Them people that they be having as the guests, they ready to pop her in the mouth for even opening her damn mouth. It's like, I know this your daughter, but you better check this. You better check this little kid. You better check this damn kid before I deal with her before I kill her. She gonna get knocked out. I mean, she just turned 21. And what many people didn't know is that the girl was a pothead, a complete, flat out pothead. And they didn't even, they said they was afraid that she was going to become a drug addict. And she was a full-fledged pothead, and they afraid that she was going to be a drug addict. She's like, I just had to let her process it on her own and come to the decision, because if I'd have pushed, it'd have sent her off spiral. And then in the pandemic, she came to her senses on her own. But all of her kids is all screwed up. Look at Jaden. He don't know what the hell going on with him. They just because they're celebrities don't mean that they're great parents. Like, oh, they look like the perfect family because they dressed their kids up nice when they were little and we saw them and they were dressed up so nice. Don't they look so cute? Don't mean like you know what's going on in that house. We're seeing the results of all of it, of what's going on. Hollywood, growing up in that school, everything. Y'all don't even know Jaden was snatched out of school and had to get homeschooled immediately. None of this stuff gets reported to y'all. But they had to take their son and their child out of Jaden had to get snatched out early and be homeschooled. There was an incident where he allegedly touched another boy. And this was when he was a little kid. Like they were like third, fourth grade or something like that. Hmm. So they decided to homeschool him and they kept the whole thing quiet. Well, it's hard to parent in Hollywood when you don't when you're not going to be around the kids as much because you're worried about your career. How you going to parent? And when you're giving them free range, you're giving them child free reign to just do whatever the hell they want to do. People are going to get hurt. Yeah. Now, I'm not mad at her for speaking up for her father. I'm just saying if you're going to speak, you know what's going to come behind that. So why would you do it? Unless you're trying to prep and lead people to your red table talk crap that you got coming up. Well, everybody in the free world is gonna want to watch that episode because it'll have to be the next episode they do of the Red Table Talk. And she posts the most cryptic posts. Life is a series of reactions. The meaning of life is found in challenge. If the meaning of life is found in challenge, Willow, then go get a job. Challenge yourself. Go do a challenge. If the meaning of life is found in challenge, then go find out what the meaning of life is. Go out there and get your own place and pay your own bills. You're 21 now. Your brother left at 15. Bring it to the devil's table. All they're gonna do is say this on the Red Table Talk. They're gonna apologize to Chris and his family, all the pain and the hurt they've went through and endured, all about them and how bad they feel about everything. But at the same time, blaming everyone else, the public, for making things bigger than what they was, apologizing, but basically wanting someone to apologize to them, basically, through the whole thing as they learn to heal from all this negative energy on what should have been a glorious night. It's a gold trophy, okay? That other people decide in a room who wins it and who doesn't, right? Other people make a decision on who is the best and who is the worst. They're sitting in another room making that decision. It's a gold trophy. At the end of the day, it don't matter. They used to say winning an Oscar boosts your career. Yeah, if you're anybody but black. Jamie Foxx won an Oscar, didn't do a damn thing for his career. Holly Berry won an Oscar, didn't do a damn thing for her career. There have been plenty of Oscar winners whose careers have gone nowhere. Monique got an Oscar. Winning an Oscar means no more work. Pretty much. Taraji did all this just to get nominated for Benjamin Button, which she should have won the Oscar for the role. She got nominated for it. She did all that for the nomination. She got to go to the Oscars She had to pay out her own pocket for her own hotel room when they did the reshoots in New Orleans. They had to make her pay for it. And she's the co-star of the movie. She was the heart of the movie. Yeah. Cuba Gooding Jr. Show me the money. And now look at Cuba. Cuba can't get a damn commercial. Hmm. Jamie did a great job as there's in Ali. He was the best part of Ali. He should have won the Oscar for his performance. Hmm. Yeah, and Ray, he was excellent in Ray. To me, he's a better actor than he is a comedian. Yeah, it's nuts right now. LL got a Grammy. They gave him like some honorary Grammy thing. It was yeah, it's a lot of different things that was taking place. Hmm. Joe Rogan isn't funny at all. I wouldn't assume he would be. Please hit the like button. Thanks, Greta Lee. But I just wanted to put it out there because a child should be in a child's place. They're letting their children speak way too much about everything that's going on. And to me, that's wrong. Hmm. I don't know how this conversation switched to LL Cool J in the chat, but anyway, they're gonna be moving this to the red table talk. Because just when things are dying down, they come find a way to bring it back up. So that note, I'm going to bed. Thank you for your time. God bless you. Good night.